Welcome back to our Alliance video series. Today we are going to quickly discuss what does it actually take to get started. So Kim, thank you for joining me again today.
You're welcome.
Schools want to know.
Yes.
What do you have to, like, bare bones?
Bare
we
bones.
want to get started. What do we need in our back pocket to make this happen?
Recommended that you have a physical building or at least an idea of where you're going to have a physical building, and negotiations are in talk about having that. The other thing would be is what is the vision of your school? Who are you trying to serve on there? And what would go with that actually is, do you already have students or families that have approached you that you are wanting to work with? And examples are, we have sports co-op programs, and so they're all about the sports, and they have a facility where they're doing training for 4 hours and then doing curriculum for the other 3 hours. Some are through a church, and so they have church congregations asking them. So having an idea of what you want it to look like, whether you're going to meet 5 days a week, 2 days a week, things like that is a good place to start.
So it's okay to start in the idea phase.
Correct.
You don't have to
Definitely.
have everything figured out when you talk to me.
Yep, right. No, and really, when you talk to you, most of the time you're going to talk to Desiree first, but that is part of that we're going to walk through it with you, because you may have an idea, but not know what it is going to look like, or you want to ask questions like of what we think might work, and we do have ideas. But unless we know at least the broad vision of what you are interested in doing and who you're going to serve, it makes it hard to get there. So spend time thinking about that, and where you're going to be at, physical building, and where you're going to meet, and what it's going to look like.
Yeah, an example of some of the questions I'll probably ask you on our first call is, what age group are you focusing on? Like, are you looking at doing preschool through 2nd grade to start with, or preschool through 5th grade? It's really common, actually, to have people want to start with high school or 6th through 8th grade. So those are the types of questions we're saying, like, what is your vision? What are you really thinking about?
Right, because it does look different. Again, if you're thinking of high school, you're talking about graduation requirements and teachers that are going to teach per subject. And what are we going to provide at our co-op program that will meet that, compared to if we're working with pre-K through 2nd grade, you're going to need a lot of playtime in there and arts and crafts. So narrowing that down does have an impact on what we talk about and go through for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. And along with that, I would say it's important to have an idea if you're going to have on-site teachers versus learning coaches. I will say the preschool through 2nd grade curriculum is book-based. So you're going to need a teacher to teach those adorable small children, because a regular learning coach isn't going to quite cut it for that age group.
Right. Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I think a lot of our co-op programs that are interested are using us for the fact that we're accredited through Cognia and through ACSI, and want to use our EA teachers. But again, there are options and availability of being able to have some of the teachers there. That becomes much more difficult in high school, which is, we find quite a few of our co-ops have K through 8 or have a co-op or homeschool program, but want to use us for the high school because of how different it can be. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for tuning in for How Does EA Help Get a School Started?
And if you have more questions about the services offered, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with those questions.